So when we're talking about HR data, we're looking at the employee records, and we've seen some really subtle but quite significant changes evolve over the last few years. And it really relates to the relationships that we now see evolve between team members. And it used to be very much based on the traditional hierarchy. So having a team member who reports into a manager, who then reports into another manager. And you've got this sort of individual links between each team member rolling up to the top of the hierarchical tree. But we've seen this really evolve over the last few years, where other people are really coming in and having relationships with team members in that data model. So that might include coaches that are outside of the hierarchy. It could be mentors or subject matter experts that are really taking an interest in another team member's growth journey, and that they're coming together. So we need a way in the data model to track these relationships. So this becomes important for HR leaders when they're looking at new software or solutions to support their initiatives, especially when they're based around more modern ways of working. So we obviously need to look at the features and the front-end experience from an employee perspective. It's also important to ask questions about the underlying flexibility of the data model, and can it support these more modern ways of working. As an example, it might be that there's a people coach which is helping team member 1, 2 and 3 through a career growth and a development journey over time. Can the data model support that relationship? Or it might be that team members not only work within their hierarchical reporting teams, but they might be assigned or working on one or more cross-functional teams, and in which case they need to have that data seamlessly flowing through to the right people and the right team leaders to support those relationships. The final point I'd make is also this pattern that we're seeing of decentralizing HR features in platforms out to managers, so that they're really being empowered with the data that they need in the flow of work. And one of the key things we're seeing there is actually for line managers to be able to see the data that relates to all of the team members right the way down their reporting line, not just their direct reports, to be able to empower them to make decisions and be fully equipped with the information they need across their whole reporting line.